Good afternoon, my homestead friends. Thanks for joining us here on the homestead. We really appreciate it. Well, we got here. It is one of our midweek days. We have the granddaughter with us who's homeschooling. And so because of doctor's appointment stuff, we didn't make it out to the property until, gosh, it's afternoon right now. And we have to leave by no later than, I don't know, 3:30, quarter to 4, to pick up the grandson back in the city. So we're not going to get a whole lot of stuff done today, not a ton of content.
Good morning. One of the things I realized being out here in the countryside, being quite a distance from the nearest medical center, was that we needed to buy some supplies in order to protect ourselves, especially since I dropped the building on Lee's fingers the other day, and that could have been something serious. And so I have purchased a bunch of things like bulk Band-Aids, and in case we get stabbed or something and we have to stop bleeding, this is a heavy-duty compression. You put that on, say you get stabbed in the heart or something. God forbid, that's not going to happen. Also, the wrappy things like the doctors give you when they take your blood and they put the cotton ball there and they wrap that around because it sticks to itself. And antiseptic wipes. And a whole bunch of that. And this thing right here, it's called Bleed Stop. It's going to stop any bleeding so we can get to the hospital and stuff. And then lidocaine cream in case something's hurting really bad and we need to, ease the pain. And then also, this is called liquid Band-Aid, but this is for dogs and cats because not only do we have to be safe, but we need our animals to be safe. And I did buy some liquid Band-Aid somewhere in here for us as well. And so I'm trying to start a really heavy-duty first aid kit since we are out here doing some things that might be kind of dangerous. And I should have bought it a long time ago, but luckily we've been blessed and nothing serious has happened. Anyhow, back to work.
One of the things is kind of funny. Bought a big 20-pound bag of Ortho 7 granules. I went to sat in my truck overnight. I went to take it out, and I guess the heat in the back of the camper shell was too much, and when I picked it up, the seam just unglued itself. So when we were at Lowe's the other day, I had to buy a bucket. So when you buy a bucket at Lowe's, not bad, $4.50. But if you want the lid, it's $2.50. Remember when they used to throw the lid in with the bucket? That was kind of the point of the bucket? Not anymore. We decided to store the windows and the hardware and all that stuff in the garage. It's a better place for it. It's out of the way, it can't get broken, you know. compost pile.
That one's going to be nasty when you open it.
Oh, I can smell it. It's bad. That's really, really horrible. Some of that's been sitting around just too long in this heat. I gotta go get some water and rinse this bucket out.
What Lee's putting inside the storm shelter right now are what we call ottoman beds. They're square ottomans with these covers, so they look like an ottoman. But you take the cover off, and then it's a framework that goes like this, and then this comes back down, and it's got memory foam, and it makes a cot or a bed. And so we've got 2 of those ottoman beds. We originally bought them for our grandkids when they came to visit. We had these ottomans, and when they came to visit, boom, we had beds for them. And it was a good way for us to be able to have beds for the kids, but also store them as ottomans. And so that's what we're putting down there. So in case we have to go down there, we have something we can sit on or lay on, depending on the time of day or night it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make them into the beds and cover them as such. That way, if there's more than just me and Lee, several people can sit down in there on these ottoman beds. And we'll put pillows against the wall, and they'll kind of be like little couches or day beds along the walls. And if something happens in the middle of the night and we're forced to wake up, get out of the RV and go down into the storm shelter, we don't have to huddle in a corner waiting to go back. We can just lay down in the beds, go back to sleep until it's all, you know, safe. We wake back up in the morning or whatever. And so that's what we're doing down there. And so also down there, we will eventually have a rug. Right now there's no rug. Lee's telling me there's crickets, so I guess we're just gonna have problems with that. We've got to figure out how they're getting in. Maybe we need to screen the vents, or they're not getting in there because we opened the door, because we haven't opened that door, gosh, since they installed them, because there's no reason to. We do have some lighting in there. They're with batteries, but they are motion lights. So if we do open the door and go in there, the lights pop on automatically, so we don't have to worry about that. And so that's our emergency lighting. Anyway, that's what he put in there.
Okay, our next stop is that cabin right behind me. It's going to be our studio office. We've got Brenda's small desk in the back of the truck. All right, the next step is out where we're going to build the shop to unload the wood. It's got to be just right. All unloaded. The reason we put them on the ground there is that's what we're going to use for our floor, our foundation for building our walls and back wall and all that stuff. It's as flat as we can get, so that'll work. And then later those will be used for the flooring, part of the flooring for inside the shop. Well, that's a trailer unhooked onto smaller and cooler things, I hope. Well, there you go, folks. Very short day out here on the homestead. There might be some other stuff, but it's hot. We didn't have much time anyway. We just had things we had to get unloaded and had to get moved here. We got that accomplished. Thanks for watching. I sure appreciate you. You are a great group of folks. Thanks for the comments, the likes, the shares. God bless you. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do we. Bye now.